Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. My name's Diana, and in today's video we are going to be decorating for spring. Now, I didn't do a whole lot. I just added some light touches, changed some florals, moved some items around. I really worked with the decor that I already had. I did purchase a few items, and I will link everything I can down below in the description box. But one thing that I wanted to do this spring was add more blue into my decor. So I love blue. Our sunroom out here is done in blue, and I just kind of wanted to carry that into the rest of my home. Now, I also added like sage green, I guess you would say, touches in our foyer. I did that last year and really loved how it turned out. But again, everything that I did was very simple. Used decor I already owned, some florals that I already owned, moved some items around from, different locations and things like that, just to freshen the place up, make it feel a little bit lighter. And I did change out my pillow covers, so I'll share those with you. Those are all new pillow covers, and I think they are really good. Some I got from Amazon. Well, I think a majority of them I got from Amazon, and then I got a set from My Texas House out of Walmart. So I'll share those with you, and I just hope that this, kind of inspires you and gets you excited. Here where I'm at, we've had beautiful weather the last few days. It's been in the 70s, and unfortunately, pollen season is already here. So it's time to get our spring stuff out. Now, I will certainly be adding more for Easter. I love to decorate for Easter. We host here, and even though my kids are a little bit older, we still do an Easter egg hunt, because they enjoy it. They're very competitive when it comes to each other. So I'll be doing an Easter video, Easter decorating video, of course. But again, this is just some light spring touches, refreshing the house, and just trying to make it feel a little bit new and getting ready for that warmer weather. So glad that you joined me, but without further ado, let's get into it and let me show you what I did. So we're starting here in my kitchen, and in this little corner, I always keep a mini lamp. So this is the mini lamp from Hearth and Hand, I believe fall. And I really love it. I love that brown color and the size, but I decided to lighten it up. So I pulled this little mini lamp out of my stash. Now this one is quite a bit smaller than the other one, but it is lighter and brighter, and it has like a fern leaf pattern on there. And I purchased this several years ago from the Nested Fig. You've heard me talk about them before. So yeah, just added that to this tray, and then just to finish it off, I'm adding this little candle that I picked up from the Target dollar spot. I believe it was $3. Again, adding that touch of blue. So just added that to the tray. Now this print is kind of a DIY hack, and it doesn't look the best, but so this is actually a print that I keep here pretty much year round except for holidays and things, that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it has pears on it. And I was trying to find something to add here with blue florals. I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, so I found a picture that I liked, just printed it off of my printer here at home, and adhered that, with double-sided tape to the front, just again to add some blues and change things out. Now in the other corner, I'm adding this book. I recently purchased this from Amazon, and I really like it. So it goes through each season, spring, summer, fall, and then winter, and shows you recipes, entertaining ideas, DIYs, just a plethora of knowledge. And the pictures are really beautiful, really good recipes, and I thought the front cover was so pretty for spring. So I thought I would add this to the other corner here in my kitchen. So I purchased this book stand from McGee, McGee & Co. at Target. I think it was $15. Just to prop this book up here. And then to finish off this little corner, I'm adding this clear bud vase that I also got from Target. It was like $5. popped a couple little blue florals in there, and that's all I did here. I like to keep my kitchen counters pretty minimal, you know, because I, you know, have room to work, I guess. Even though I don't cook a whole lot, my husband does most of the cooking, but I just don't like a lot of stuff. So the blue stems that I added to that were some that I found at Walmart, and I thought they, you know, kind of coordinated well with what I was trying to accomplish here in the kitchen. So next I am adding these blue kitchen towels. These are from Hearth and Hand, and they are double-sided. So one side has that kind of checkered print, and then the other is striped. And it came with a pack of 2, and I think they were $9.99. And again, I'll link everything that I can. So I just added one here to the stove and one over here to the dishwasher just to finish that off. And you can see even here that my little soap pump's blue. So just trying to keep that blue going throughout the kitchen. Lastly, I'm switching up the little mini wreath that I put here on the pantry door. I thought this one was perfect for spring. That's something that I had in my stash already. Now we're moving into the entryway or foyer, switching out florals. So these are the viral peonies that everybody's been on the hunt for. Now I've had mine for, I think this is my 2nd year, and I actually buy them off season. So when the craze kind of dies down and people aren't really thinking about them, that's how I've looked out and found them. So I know that they've been sold out everywhere, but I got the cream ones first, and then I happened to find these 3 tan color ones in my actual Michael's store, again off season, and I like to mix them together. And then to kind of fill it out, I'm adding this little bush, if you will, to it, and I've again owned that, and I think I picked it up at Hobby Lobby over kind of near the wedding section. And so yeah, just added that in to, you know, finish the arrangement off. And next I'm adding these 2 little decorative boxes. I got these last year from the Hearth and Hand line at Target, and again bringing that kind of sage green into the foyer. I didn't put any blue in here. I just kind of again just used what I had, but wanted to you know, freshen it up for spring. I kept the same print, and then one thing I do like to decorate with for spring are birds. So I'm adding this little bird sculpture here on the top of the books, and again I've had this for a really long time. I can't even remember where I picked it up, but I know you can find them everywhere. I have several little bird sculptures that I like to decorate with. And lastly, for the top here, I am going to switch out this lamp. I'm actually going to move this to my console in the dining room, which you'll see here in a bit. But I'm going to add this stack of books. I'm replacing it with a lamp that I already owned, and I purchased it probably 2 years ago from Hobby Lobby, and it is a little bit petite, so that's why I like to raise it up here on the stack of books. But I just love the look of this lamp. I love the color of the wood at the bottom, and that again sagey green color, and just trying to carry that throughout the foyer here. Lastly, I'm going to pop a little pillow here in the basket, and this is a green stripe pillow that I picked up from the Target dollar spot, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, but I think it's just the, you know, perfect color for spring. And so that's how I finished off my foyer. buffet lamps. Now these have been on here for years and I've never changed them out, and I was ready for a change. So I bought those buffet lamps, like I said, years and years and years ago, I believe from Kirkland's. They have really good lamps at Kirkland's. As a matter of fact, this lamp that was in my foyer that I'm now putting here in the dining room, I picked this up from Kirkland's as well. And I have my eye on another one, so I may end up picking it up. If I do, I will show it to you. So I added that lamp to one side. On the other side, I'm adding this, and I am not in love with this arrangement. I look at it daily and I think I need to switch it up, but let me know your thoughts down below. I picked up these two vases actually on clearance. They were from the Hearth and Hand line, and then the florals that I used inside the arrangement were a mix of hops from Michael's, some rice stems from Walmart, and then some two little bush bundles just to finish it off, again, that I had in my stash. To that, I'm adding this little art print that I had for a couple years. I thought the colors were so pretty and perfect for spring, and that came from the Nested Fig. And I'm adding these books. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I always buy my books from thrift stores. You just can't beat the price. And I purposely put that blue book on top, again, trying to carry more blue into my decorating. And to that, I added a little tea light holder that's in the shape of a flower that I got from Nested Fig, and then a candle snuffer next to that. And that completes the look of my console table. Now I'm going to work on the dining table, just giving it a good clean. And I'm using this Method Daily Wood Cleaner, and it's in the almond scent. It's really good. You can purchase it at Target. That's where I got mine, but I have seen it other places, and it smells really good. So highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. And I also purchased this table runner from Target. Again, it has that blue that I was trying to incorporate, and I love the pattern on there as well. Full disclosure, I didn't realize when I bought this table runner that I bought I think it was 102 inch or something like that. It was way too long for my table. So I did take this one back and swap it out for a 72 inch. But same runner, just a little bit shorter size. To this, I am adding an arrangement, and I wanted to show you the stems that I put in. So the first one, that pink one that I showed you, those came from Michael's, and then the cream color ones came from Hearth and Hand. And I added those to this little rattan vase that I picked up from Walmart. And then these gold candlesticks are also from Hearth and Hand, I think the fall line. And then I'm adding these blue candles that I picked up from Michael's. And then to finish this off, I'm just adding a set of coasters. I think they're so pretty. I think they're alabaster. I think it says here on the back of the label that I'll show. But I got these in a subscription box. Yes, alabaster coasters. So I got those in a subscription box, and I think it was a winter subscription box, like an advent calendar home decor box that I got. So yeah, that completes my dining table. I thought about putting all of this on a tray. I haven't yet. I've kind of been living with it to see how I feel about it, but let me know your thoughts below. Should I kind of corral all of this on a tray, or does it look good the way it is? Let me know your thoughts. working on these shelves, these built-ins, if you will, in our living room. And I always keep this little basket or a basket hanging here on this kind of drop zone. This is kind of where my kids keep their backpacks and jackets and everything throughout the school year. But I switched out the florals. Those florals I've had for years and years. I did purchase those from Hobby Lobby, and they do still have them. These bird sculptures, I got those from the Nested Fig years ago, again incorporating more birds. Most of the decor on the shelves I left. I just added, again, some light spring touches, moved some things around. This glass candle holder, I don't know what you would call it, I purchased from Kirkland's. It was $12.99. They also had a really tall one too. I just thought it was so pretty. I loved the texture and the glass and everything. You could probably use this because, again, it is glass. You could use it as a vase for sure. And again, they had a really tall one as well. I'll try to link both of them below, but they're so pretty in person. Next, I'm adding this little print that I picked up from the dollar spot at Target. It was $3, and I also picked up the blue floral vase from the Target dollar spot as well. It was $5. This is the vase here. And to that, I just added these green stems with the little white touches. I think I purchased those from Michael's, I believe. Again, I've had those. If I can link them, I will. And I'm pretty sure I've seen them at Michael's this year too. So that's where I got those. And you'll see later in the video, I did end up swapping some stuff around, but you know how it is when you're decorating. You put stuff and then you back up and you look at it and you're like, maybe I need to move it somewhere else. That's certainly what I do. This bird print I've had for a couple years. I picked it up from a local boutique here. Again, I love decorating with birds, and they had many different variations of these bird prints, but I just like that one in particular. And then to finish this side off, I'm adding that viral Walmart planter, and to that I added some Real Touch ranunculus in kind of a cream and a pink. I mixed those, and you'll see through all of my floral arrangements, I pretty much kept cream and pink and mixed those together. So lastly, to the little drop zone, I'm adding this pillow. This is actually an outdoor pillow that I picked up. It was at Target, the Threshold McGee line, and it was $15, I believe. But I love this color blue. It's the right shade of blue that I was trying to incorporate into my house, and I love the scallop detail and the darker stitching around it. So just adding that here to the corner, and that is finishing off this side of our built-ins. To the other side of our built-ins, I'm just popping one of these candles. This is the same, it's a different scent and a darker shade of blue that I purchased from the Target dollar spot. So I'm adding that to the built-ins, as well as a little arrangement of tulips. These are Real Touch tulips, and I forgot to show it up close, but you'll see it here in a bit. I also purchased that blue print there. That was part of the Threshold McGee line at Target, again bringing that blue into my decor, and that's all I did on this side of our built-ins. Next, I'm going to be switching out the pillow covers here on our couch, but first I have to straighten everything up and take all of these pillow covers off. So the pillow covers that I purchased, like I said earlier, all came from Amazon with the exception of 2 that I purchased from the My Texas House line via Walmart. So the ones that I purchased from Amazon, I am very pleased with. I'll show them to you up close. One of them's kind of like a grayish color. Well, this is the My Texas House pillow cover. These were outstanding. I was really happy with them. And the inserts that I wanted to put in here were kind of hard to find. So pillow covers to fit those inserts. So I was really happy to find these, and they weren't crazy expensive. And they're really good quality. Could not be happier with these pillow covers, and I think that they will last a long time and I can use them for various seasons. But the other covers that I'll show you here in a bit that I purchased from Amazon are kind of like a grayish color, but they're so soft. They have a little bit of a chevron pattern to them, and the zipper zips really well, and it's not along the edge. It's the upper back of the pillowcase is where the zipper is, and it has this little gold heart detail on it. It's just really, really nice. So soft. So these are the pillow covers that I'm talking about, and you can see they're kind of like a grayish color, but again, they came in various colors. But this is just something I like to do. I don't like to buy a lot of pillows because I have to store them. So I like to switch out pillow covers. And Amazon's always, my first place I go to search for pillow covers. And if you see me stepping awkwardly around the camera, that's because my 180-pound Labradoodle Elvis is in the way, and he's not budging. So I'm having to step around him. But you can see there's where the zipper's located with the little heart detail, and I love these pillows. They're so soft. I will definitely buy these again in other shades because they really impressed me and kind of knocked it out of the park. So this is my base, are these kind of grayish colors, and then the tan lumbar pillows that I picked up from My Texas House. And then I'm adding these floral pillows that are in a lighter shade of blue. And I have bought these same pillows in different colors, so I already knew, the quality and that I would be happy with them, and I wasn't disappointed. So let me know what you think down below. I think the blue works really well with my gray couch, and couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Vacuum this couch up because look at all the feathers that came out of these pillows. But I do prefer feathered down pillows. So let's get this cleaned up. you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it gives you some ideas, you know, some very simple ideas on how to just kind of freshen your space up for spring and get ready for all the beautiful, you know, pastel colors and the warm weather. And of course, don't forget the pollen. But I do have some more videos coming and I can't wait to share everything with you. But again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, guys, bye.